Hey guys, Ran here, and today we're bringing you a replay in the Ariete Progetto Tier 8 Italian Medium Premium Tank. Going to be on Malnovka standard battle. I'm going to be tuned with Spandex in his Ragnarok and Athena in his Stone Cold. Now, quite a good time to bring a Italian Medium replay because the Italian line's currently on track still until Tuesday, and I'm actually grinding it. Tier 9 game, by the way. I'm currently on Tier 6, but that'll depend on how many games of tanks I play. But so far, the Tier 4, 5, 6, and this thing, I love them all, and I'm excited for the Tier 7. Now, the previous replay I brought on this tank, I was talking about how I was trying to be efficient with the shells, in that the more shells you fire in the magazine, the less your DPM gets. But if you only fire one round and let it reload, you get more DPM. And I've been trying to master that, of picking the right moments when to only fire one and when to fire multiple. But it turns out it's not just cases of where are the enemy tanks, am I safe from them, are they going to get in the cover, are they dangerous tanks? You also have to consider your teammates. So if you've got a guy in the open, you've got 3 shots, you put 1 into him and you're thinking, right, I'm going to wait for the next reload to keep DPM up. That might not mean anything if your team then kill the enemy before you reload. And you're going to see multiple times this game that I'm going to be holding shots, trying to get the most DPM, but my team are actually going to take damage off the enemy, and it would have been better for me to actually just fire the clip. Now wait on the field to see if I could spot anyone. Nothing appeared, so I'm going to go up the hill. And in your medium tanks, don't be too worried about spotting the field first. You tend to have mobility to get up to the hill if need be, especially if, as I saw, my team were already heading up there. Now, as I'm racing up here, something to note is there are 2 artillery, which on this map can be devastating. Especially since they usually tend to aim at the hill. Something else strange you may have noticed, if you look at the map, not many of our team have gone down 1-2 line, which is pretty ridiculous for a game of Malnovka. It's pretty much unheard of. Now, Oho, I've only got standard rounds loaded, which isn't ideal, so I'm going to try and blow his tracks off, but unfortunately I only crit damage him without actually blowing them off. So I put a second shot in, hoping I can blow them off, and it still didn't work. So, try to get some tracking there, and my plan failed miserably. Now, there's also a Type 4 Heavy over there, and in a moment I'm going to realise that, yeah, it's probably a little premium here. The Type 4 Heavy, an Oho, and then a Tier 9 Chinese Heavy tank, the 1-4. I don't really need premium 4, but probably be ideal if I load it, so that if I go over for him, and then the Type 4 Oho shows up, I can then shoot them. See, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do, and I'm now going to make the decision that I need to get rid of the 1-4. He's holding their team back on the ridge line. If I can get rid of him, that'll be really useful for the team. So I'm going over. Doesn't matter if he hits me, which he does, but I do pick up the kill. Now, something else I talked about in the first replay is the ammo bug. So I've started loading premium. Look at the reload and center screen. You see it timing down, the circle going around. It's going to load a shell. I made a mistake, it's not even yet, but just keep an eye on the loading thing, and I'll mention it when it happens. Trying to get a shot at the Oho. Thankfully, teammates finish him off. Artillery still firing up here. I'm going to drop down, try and make use of my mobility and view range, if I can. T-30 gets spotted. Now this is where I'm trying to be more efficient with the shots. I fired one, but he's in cover somewhere, so there's like a little dip down there that I couldn't quite see from up here. So that being the case, I'm going to bear that in mind the next time an opponent appears down there. Polish heavy tank. I fire one shot, and I'm going to wait for the reload, but then I realise he might be about to jump down behind the same hill that the T-30 was in. So I just fire the shot, just in case he gets in the cover before I reload. Now might be the moment with the ammo thing. Keep an eye on the timer. Let's see if this is it. It is, look. So you see, it stopped counting the reload. I thought you had to reset the ammo, so like load premium, load back to standard, and kind of reset it, in order to fix that. And it does fix it. It shows you the timer again. But Gizmo let me know that even though it doesn't tell you it's loading, it still is. So if you just wait it out, it will reload. So that's very useful to know. So much appreciated the Gizmo. Fire a blind shot. I know I've got the safety to reload. And just before I reload this last shell, it's time to make moves again. Need to remember that my medium tank is actually pretty well camoed and got alright V range. There's no light tanks left, and I have plenty of bush cover. So you see, I poke through the bush and I start getting some assistance. Ferdinand in the field. Now this is the case where I'm going to try and be efficient. I back up so that the T-30 and the Polish Heavy won't see me. Fire a shot, I'm going to wait. Spalix gets picked up. And unfortunately, the Ferdinand's going to disappear as I fire. So, you know, I probably would have been better off firing all the shots there. And also, I was in a good position where enemies probably wouldn't be able to shoot me. You know, that's on me. That was a case where I should have emptied the clip. Tiger Tomb. Trying to go for the tracking shot. Get one shot. I decide I'm going to try one more before going in the cover. But it turns out there's actually enemies across the field. And I am going to take a shot by one. Because see, I'm looking to my left, thinking that's where the enemy is. But I do get shot from the right. And I'm going to ping the map where I thought he was. I thought he was in the middle of the field somewhere. And I'm going to jump into this bush. I am fully loaded, ready for any opponents to get spotted. I don't have the most hit points now. I'm going to check the map real quick as well. Try and get a gauge of where the team are. And it's looking like most of the enemies might make a push across the map. 5100 gets spotted. And again, I'm going to try and be efficient with it. Fire one shot, wait. Now at this point, I should have fired 2 shots at him and 1 shot at the AMX 5100. But instead, I don't see him being efficient with DPM or trying to be. And again, I'm missing out on damage here, but I still like to think that it's better that I get used to saving the round. And it'll do better for me in a situation where I do need to save them. Whereas if I just fire all of them, I am missing out on damage right now, but there'll be a game where me holding my fire will be the difference between winning and losing. So I'm quite happy to miss out a bit of damage, just to make sure that I can train my patience to hold the shot. And I know I keep mentioning it, but it's just because I feel it's quite important in the Italian auto-reloaders to do that. Sneaking up to where I think the T-54 is, and you're going to see me make a mistake here with the clip. I've got a lot of bushes in front of me, so I'm going to fire one shot, I'm going to wait. And my plan is to wait till full loaded, put one more shot in him, and then I'm going to empty the clip. There you go, one last shot in, now I can empty him. Now I can empty the magazine. But unfortunately, artillery's going to step in and ruin his day, and that's where the whole emptying a clip can be useful, because if you don't, your team might get the kill before you can make use of your extra DPM. But overall, a nice game. I love this tank. It looks amazing. I really enjoy the playstyle. And I'm looking forward to getting the Tech Tree tanks grinded out. 2500 damage, 2500 resistance, 1 kill for first class mastery. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And I'll see you all in the next one.